Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails Podcast Season 4. Woo! Woo! So we're in our first episode of Season 4, coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios here in ice cold Grafton, Wisconsin. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give them a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And this week, woo, we are the same shit with 30% more funny for Season 4. All right, share this episode. Just because the world doesn't want to laugh right now doesn't mean you can't. So we got in memoriam ready to go, but we don't need it just yet. Will, my co-host, is back. Will Krolowitz. Woo! Let's liven up, fuckers.
I'm not in the studio to give it more. Like, see, that's what a guy's sitting in my seat. He's supposed to come on.
I golf clapped for you, man.
Golf clap, exactly.
Wait, who is this guy over here?
He is the OG Godfather of Off the Rails, the original co-host, Alex. Woo!
Woo! It's good to see you again, universe. I did co-name you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
All right. And he's won just about everything in the World Series of Comedy. He's all over Sirius XM, YouTube, and radio. He's made many appearances on HBO, NBC, Spike TV, and more. Just too much to talk about with an hour-long show, but you're going to enjoy Neil Ruebenstein.
Yes!
Yeah. Woohoo.
Ruebenstein.
He said dealer's choice.
Tom asked. You weren't here
Did he?
yet.
He said dealer's choice.
Stein.
Okay.
I mean, the way Will says it reminds me of my parents, but
That's right.
And that
they're dead. So.
away. We won't dig into that if that's good.
Right.
That's our Neil.
All right. Are you guys ready for some bad jokes?
Let's
Oh,
do
I
it.
don't know.
Reminding me of my dead parents, Will.
I love following that.
Way to kick it off.
I'll be dead soon, I'm sure.
No, we can only hope. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
Molly.
just kidding. I'm sorry.
Deep cut.
Well,
I thought we were going with dark.
It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to go dark?
No,
Will, I'm just saying, Molly didn't talk when we were doing the podcast.
no, I didn't, and I liked it that way.
We pulled her out of her shell. She actually didn't want to, but kicking and screaming. We're going to get her to do a stand-up set on stage. That is our goal to have.
You don't want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. Let's encourage her to find her voice.
All right, let's get these bad jokes over with.
All right. She had 99 problems, but living to 100 ain't one. Betty
Oh,
White died
no. What?
this week.
Too soon.
Too soon. Hey,
Some
don't-
things, man.
How
Some
does that
things
even
are better
hold
left
yet?
alone.
We're still going to be saying her name long after she's gone.
That's
Like,
true.
My coworker just got pulled over this morning. Let off with a warning. Betty White.
Betty White.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh,
Tom,
This
Oof.
is
you
all
took
right.
it to heart this week.
You told me to go dark. I was going to throw that one away.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How much longer do I have to be here?
oh, you see. Please don't leave,
I
Neil.
think he ran that by me, and I told him to throw it away, and he didn't.
It was actually an old Howard Stern bit. I saw him do it. We was doing Sternak. They played a clip of it. No, I'm just saying.
Since I
So
was
it's
high school in the car with this guy.
Yeah, it's
Man Cow and Howard Stern.
Yep.
We listened to.
Oh yeah.
That was
okay.
25 years ago.
Yeah, back when he was funny and edgy and not a beta
Man
male.
Cow? The
Beta
comic
male.
book Man Cow?
no man called
No,
Muller.
he's-
I think a radio
out of
DJ out of
Chicago, I
Chicago.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
one.
turd.
Turd. Yep.
What was
You
this?
drinking my Mountain Dew over there?
He tipped him over in the Porta John on that one episode.
Really obnoxious guy,
Other
but
shows
kind
got
of interesting.
20 years than ours.
Yeah.
Okay, go on with your monologue, Tom. Sorry, buddy.
A Hawaii man at 75 found dead after falling into a volcano,
Whoa.
which means Hawaii is pretty serious about getting your boosters.
Oh,
No? Okay.
they threw him into a volcano.
How old was he?
75. What's a 75?
That's the way you- Once you're 72, I think you throw everyone in a volcano.
What's he doing near a volcano?
I mean, it's not a terrible way to go, right?
It's a tradition.
Speaking of boosters, where's Terrell Buckley on the face of the vaccinated.
100% agree with that one. 'cause-
Y'all gonna get your shot.
Right. He'd
Yeah.
be the perfect face.
Perfect guy. All right. Scientists defy everything and teach a goldfish to drive on dry land. They also emphasize that when teaching a carp to drive, go with the American goldfish. Don't go with the, well, let's just say we started with the Asian carp and landed on the American goldfish.
I'm confused.
Good.
How did
You
they
said
teach
goldfish
goldfish
and
to
then you
drive
went to
if they
carp.
can't be there?
It's in a goldfish tank,
Okay.
and when he presses forward, the
So
car
he's
goes.
not really, he's still in the water.
The sensors are on the bowl.
It's an Asian driving joke.
I know. I get it.
And they are better drivers than Asians,
Instead
goldfish.
of beer in the fridge, we're putting coffee and espresso. Everybody's getting into this. All right. Canadian teen arrested after 15 attempted armed robberies in one night. He said he was going to continue his career in crime, but like, fuck it, eh? Why are we dying on season 4?
Yeah, let's get this season going. Oh, well, come on. It's the first show.
Your
of the
mom
new
said
year.
you should be his mother. Like,
All right. NASA says
Like, all right.
yes, I'm just
He called it a Bezoff monologue. It's living up to its name. Go ahead, buddy.
what you get for starting with the
ever
Betty
wonder
White?
who gets the dog in a divorce? Well, Spain sets up shared custody for pets. In America, though, if I show up with Neil Ruebenstein as my lawyer, you can bet I'm getting the dog.
You got an eye roll from him, so that's pretty good.
Einklein and
Because-
Rubenstein.
Oh my goodness.
Look,
Yeah, but you're the German Klein.
yeah, well, that's not what we advertise. It paid for the Jewish.
Look, he's not naturally a lawyer just because he happens to be Jewish.
I'll bet you he's cousins to one.
Well,
You gotta.
I probably wouldn't take that bet.
He's thinking.
With one, you mean only one?
I don't know that I have a cousin that's a lawyer.
There you
Ah.
go.
Huh.
Married in.
I have a cousin that's a banker,
That works.
Big
That
surprise.
checks out.
and I have a bunch of dentists.
Okay.
All right.
It checks out.
Oh, you know what? My cousin's yeah, she's got a law degree, but she's an interpreter for the UN.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
Okay.
I'll take that.
that's pretty
cool.
good, man. That sounds like a great gig. Well, interpreting what language?
She might be CIA or something.
Oh, so interpreting. Okay,
It's like Russian, I think.
All
is
right,
her
well,
thing.
we don't want to get Russian.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Honda clocks are stuck 20 years in the past, and there isn't a fix.
What?
Me too, Honda. Me too.
20 years in the past. So you're
And scientists say
Back when you were
Omicron has
peaking.
not peaked yet. In the U.S., me too, Omicron.
We know that's a lie. That was 8th grade.
Peaked a long time ago, Tommy.
wait.
All right.
Oh.
Welcome back to the
That
universe.
still said season 3.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Oh, I didn't have an
see?
intro.
Listen,
I didn't
listen.
realize we were switching to season 4 right away. I thought we were waiting until we had.
Isn't it January?
Yeah,
It's
brand new year.
January, Molly.
Just pretend it said
2022.
season 4 and just hush.
We have
It's already out there
Hey,
amongst
guys.
the world.
Just pretend I was funny and hush.
Right.
So
Listen,
we can add in laugh tracks after post production.
let's put another mark in Molly's book. She's already on probation.
Yeah.
Molly, you're living in the past, baby. It's season 4.
I like it that way. It's okay.
Back when Tom was peaking.
Back when I was hot,
Yeah.
60 pounds lighter.
He
Of
was
course
hot.
she wants to-
Man, he looked like a Backstreet Boy.
Wow.
He's still
was.
rocking the Backstreet Boy hairdo.
We were a lot of things, but not that.
All right, we got Neil Ruebenstein. He says dealer's choice, whatever you want. He's
Let's
here.
go with Ruebenstein. It bothers me when I hear Ruebenstein
It
because
bothers me.
I'm used to Ruebenstein.
Well, we wouldn't want to bother William.
Well, and I've heard him introduced on stage many times. Not once did they say Ruebenstein. He's just being nice. Let's treat our guest by the name that he goes by.
I can't come
Ruben-
into the studio
That's
because
fair.
of my asthma, and saying Rubenstein bothers me. I
I'm
like to go to
that's-
Greek restaurants. Everybody loves me. I tip big.
Uh,
that's-
18%.
Stephanie
not
says
bad.
hi, O'Neill.
Well, I'm gonna put balloons on your house and just send you away.
I'm that guy. That the up guy.
No. That's depressing.
Oh man.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a fun movie. I'm crying in the first 4 minutes.
The balloons and it looks cute.
I
Disney-
know it wasn't fair.
Or it was
What?
Pixar, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pixar up. Oh, son of a bitch. Hey Neil, you want to do some hot seat questions?
What's hot? What's sure?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to this first, though.
It's 45 minutes long. Strap in, boys.
That's great production. I love that jam.
Full ass concert. Hey, we could get Naughty Chair to do the next one.
I will inquire.
Season
Most
4.
Definitely.
They back together?
I don't think so,
Oh,
but you know.
All right. Here's a question that was asked. Would you give up sex to retire?
I don't want to retire though.
You don't. Oh, you like what you do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
See, he's got a good job.
Zweck?
I will
Just-
work until I'm broke.
I've seen your wife. Yeah.
Does that include like jerking off?
That's what
Because
I said when he asked
yeah.
me.
Okay, let's do. They say the average American, 3 in 10 people would give up sex to retire
Oh, bedroom
Yeah.
moms.
for the ability to retire today.
So that's very few people.
30%'s a big chunk, right?
Is it?
I mean, I could maybe deal without it.
What? That means no diddling either. They put the metal underwear on you and lock it.
That doesn't.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That,
No,
that
okay,
doesn't
fine.
go under
Chastity
self-care.
belt?
Fine.
Yeah.
Then
Oh.
no.
No self-care.
Mm-mm.
But I think guys can because you got to rotate the stock.
That's bull crap.
You don't have stock.
Double standards? That's not fair.
Well, it's a
Um,
medical reason.
Tom, I hate to bring it up again, but you grabbed that girl and
I-
twisted her ankle
I was being
one
romantic.
morning trying to be romantic. She's walking with a limp because Tommy wanted a little bit of morning sex. You animal.
I've recommended for years he never be romantic and he never whisper. It's just
He
bad.
can't whisper.
He can't. Yeah.
There's no recommendation. He just can't.
Found that out early.
Yeah.
Okay, I ran into this awkward situation. What is the appropriate amount of time to look at someone's artwork that they made and they show you?
I mean, define artwork.
Yeah, they were. Well, it's not like on a fridge. It was a piece of art.
Like if we're at a gallery, they have like a showing, and they're like, "Oh, Neil."
No, see, we're in like an art studio here, so there's artists all around, and not a gallery. You just run into an artist, and they're like, "Hey,
Like-
what do you think of
Like
my?"
you're at their house and they
Oh, you have to tell
Right
them
up
what
to the
you
wall
think? I just thought you said how long to
Well, they're
look.
watching you look at
Also-
it.
No,
and
well,
it's
then what
kinda
you
like,
do is you put your hand like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you just
Take one deep breath, like you're taking it in.
Yep. And then you could even think, yep. Oh,
but you're
I
really
get-
thinking, I don't know how
Uh-huh.
to get the snowblower started.
no, you're thinking, how long do I have to do this shit?
In
and
your
what
head,
am I
you go
going
one
to say?
Mississippi.
Yep. I was gonna say, I take
Yeah,
a
that's what
deep
I'm
breath,
asking. How many Mississippis do I have to do next?
I think
time?
4 Mississippi.
4 Mississippi.
take
5.
5 second deep breath, 5 seconds, and go.
He's from New York, though.
They're
They
little. Yeah.
They're
Let's
yeah,
wrap it up.
faster pace. Let's wrap
wrap
it
it
up.
up
Yeah.
here. Wrap up your artwork bullshit. Am I
And
done
you know
with
what I
the
was
bullshit?
You know what I always say? I don't specifically. I'll just say, hey, keep at it. Keep
Your
doing.
mom's kind of funny,
You're
but she's going
getting better.
political, so I'm not bringing it up.
Oh, I got to see that.
Neil, you had something?
No.
Nope. Yeah, you had your hand up. I was
Yeah.
ready to
Oh
go.
no.
Neil,
Neil, you're up. You got
No, I have to say, because Tom's mom was hilarious when you're talking about artwork and how long you have to look at it. And she said, ask Hunter Biden. That was brilliant
wow.
because he's putting out art and he's selling it for like $500,000.
So is Bush.
Yep.
Listen, here, I know you guys were like,
let's
don't
go.
get
Let's
political,
do it.
but
Go.
ahead.
It's season 4, baby.
Do it.
Set the pace.
It just shows you that everybody who doesn't have to worry about money becomes an artist. Like that's I don't know.
Is that the case though? I mean, like a lot of people do. Like,
Yeah, look at them. Look, everybody they retire, they go into art.
They have nothing else to
Everybody.
do. You got to find a hobby. You got to find something to
It's
do.
all art. It's always art.
Yeah.
It's something that they can't.
So
fuck
why do
with
we
you
shit
the
on
part.
artists so much? If everyone
Because-
really secretly wants to be an artist.
Blow paint through the crack pipe and you're an artist. Boom.
Yeah.
All over the canvas.
I do know some really good artists.
We know some good artists, but
Yeah.
they ain't making Hunter Biden money.
Has he actually sold any of those pieces?
Oh yeah, his went for 4 times
Good
the
money
last
laundering
Pablo
deal.
Picasso.
Oh my God.
He's outselling Pablo Picasso's last painting by 4-fold.
Your
the
mom wants to
clown
know
world.
if she should write your bad luck joke monologue for next week.
Yeah, I tell you what, I want Barb to come in and do a monologue, and we're
Will,
gonna let
next
her
week
say
you wanna
whatever.
do one?
she wants.
Should-
Sure.
I'll take the week off. How's that?
Okay, can I tell you a quick joke when you're talking about? And I just thought it was kind of stupid. It's like I need a
No,
new
we're
laptop.
moving on.
No, it's one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Quick.
Okay.
So, I need a new laptop, and I don't know what type to get. But everybody seems to be talking about this Hunter Biden laptop, so maybe I'll get one of those. And then somebody told me no, they're always in the shop, so
Yeah, they're not reliable.
they're not reliable.
He gives himself better laughter than he gives my jokes.
It's new to me. That's why.
If you really want to let Tom's mom go places, 4 ounces of white wine and just say Goldberg.
4 ounces. That's all it takes.
Dude, we
4
gave her
ounces in Goldberg.
an edible and took her to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh my God! On Halloween,
And
it
I
was a
came back
blast.
gay.
It was a blast.
Tim Curry fucked my mind.
Yeah, Tom was over there saying,
go without.
Is your mom a good looking broad?
In her
"She
day.
is
her
for her
day,
age, sure. She used to be a stripper."
Oh, word?
Stop it.
Well,
How
it's true.
how old's your mom, dude?
69.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
69.
Sometimes the jokes write themselves.
Sweet.
Yeah,
older
she's
the
a
berry,
married
the
woman,
sweeter the
though,
wine.
man. So she's married, so she's not gonna fool around.
Nah, that's not true.
Because his dad
But
is.
you know, my
cool.
dad's not doing well, so she's got to
know, but
plant
you know
seeds
what?
for the future. That's how farming works.
Oh, let her wait for the future. I think he's
Isn't
gonna
she
be
not
around
gonna
for a
marry
long
a
time.
Rubenstein like that?
Right.
Foscos?
That's why I figured Goldberg tied in really well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even want to go there. I have no idea where you headed.
Do you think the Kool-Aid man can pour himself into multiple containers and split his consciousness?
I mean,
Oh,
that depends on if he's the Kool-Aid or if he's the jar.
That's another question too. We got to figure out.
That is, that's deep.
Neil, I'm calling on you.
No, I'm pointing at her. That's a good.
Mm-hmm.
So do you, what? But the
Yeah.
glass can't move, right? Because it's glass. It's got to be the face in
You're
the glass.
trying to put logic to a Kool-Aid man.
He's
that
been in my
talks?
life since Atari.
Right.
It was the
My-
first game that
You're
talked.
telling me the glass can't move? He bashes through walls. What do you mean
It's
he can't
tough
move?
glass.
So like, are his legs and arms made of the jar?
Yeah, that's another thing.
It always looked
I
like
don't
he was
think
wearing like
so.
a superhero suit, like he's
Right.
got extension, like they're living. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get one of those pictures that talk, but you got to find the ones with the arms and legs on it. The other ones don't work.
We'll say he's got to get a lot of shit done. He can just pour himself into like 7 different
Oh, that'd be cool.
pictures
He's
and
like-
then do all the housework.
What do you
kinda
think? Go ahead.
Horcrux.
Yeah, he can Horcrux himself.
Right.
Oh, geez, nerds.
Or does he need a special magical container in that?
What do
Mommy's
you think?
calling me a nerd.
What do
I
you think a Kool-Aid man's day is like that he needs
Well, he's probably
He's
calling
busting through
people
walls. It makes you
because he broke
thirsty,
someone's
man.
house getting sued.
He's like, I gotta get the
So he
kids
starts
some
his day with
kung
a
fu
get
after
nice
class,
dopamine.
and then
I mean, he's got to spend his entire day repairing the holes that he made in all the walls.
And he's got to do a lot of
Right.
marketing, so if he could spread himself out all over the country, it'd be easier for appearances.
But then you'd get smaller Kool-Aid mans. He'd have to break through
Yeah,
dollhouses.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
I would think it's got to be the
Like the
jar.
old Godzilla movies. You could make a ton of Kool-Aid men.
It's got to be the pitcher.
Yeah, but isn't the
he die?
Kool-Aid like with Mike's blood, though?
Does he die if he falls out? Like if you knock the
Yes.
pitcher over? Or can you squeegee him?
also
He's like a reverse goldfish.
how that he can drive. The-
Ah, nice one.
he's so his glass is so
All right, let's bring him.
sturdy. He's like busting
Yeah.
through walls
Gotta be, yeah.
in a glass pitcher.
Because you'd figure with those little legs, he'd be very top heavy, but apparently
It's like
not.
a thick plexiglass, I think. But that wouldn't bust through a wall. You need something heavy.
So which Kool-Aid man are we going? Like this one?
So that one's spilling a little. Go back one. He's
Oh yeah.
spilling a
Is he
little.
losing life?
Nah,
You're spilling
he's
it.
the jar.
He's
the
watering
jar.
down his DNA too.
He's the jar.
Yeah,
Does the ice ever melt? He's the
I
jar.
agree.
He is
Yeah.
the jar.
Yeah.
Well then, is this just blood?
Yeah.
Nah, just Kool-Aid. Nah, just Kool-Aid.
It's
So if
his.
this was empty, it would just be he'd be like naked.
No, he just have to get. Well, first of all, why is he wearing pants? That's so gross.
What is that one with the face photoshopped on
Yeah,
it?
why-
Right there.
Who is that? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Who is that man?
But it's creepy.
I don't know, but I
Oh,
want.
white dude.
Look, see, he's holding
He's
another
got a
picture.
cigarette butt out in his.
You know, oh,
Yeah, that's
and
what
his Kool-Aid looks kind of like lame and dark and blue.
That's what happened when he broke through
Oh.
Foz's wall.
Oh,
There's a lot of physics. They had a video game, Kool-Aid Man, first ever Atari game that said words. Oh, yeah.
What? Really?
Yep. First game that said words. Kool-Aid Man.
Before
Huh.
it went to market, you could only.
why
get it-
doesn't he have a name though? I mean, he's
Really?
been around a long time. He should have a fucking name. We should put out a thing to name the
Trevor?
Kool-Aid.
Trevor.
Well, I don't think a Trevor would bust through
Skylar?
walls.
Well,
No.
like
Tyler the
drywall
Kool-Aid Man.
punching Kyle. He's got to be Kyle, right?
No.
Kyle the drywall puncher.
I feel like there was almost like an interesting bit of information that was coming from the studio, and then it got steamrolled. Steamrolled? Steam.
Steamroll.
Steamroll.
Steamrolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean that? I apologize. Sometimes I blurt things out because I'm old and I'm afraid I'll forget it.
All right, here's something that
Your mom says Coojay.
Kool-Aid the Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah.
That's
No.
kind of
this is
interesting.
something that Molly did to me that I
Cujo?
want to know your opinion of.
What
I'm
did I do now?
Coming out of the bathroom, and she scares the shit out of me. But she says, I wasn't trying to scare you. I was just seeing if you would get scared.
Well, because if I was actively trying to scare you, I would have been like, you know,
Jumping.
but instead I just was standing there and I was just curious if it would scare you.
And
That's
it
different.
scared me.
I wasn't
That was
actively
intentional.
trying to scare you.
Neil, they're always working out their relationship shit on the air here.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't know that they were together during
Okay.
the sex question before.
Oh,
You thought we were going right to HR. You're going to have to sign something.
No. So now I'm like, oh, Molly doesn't.
she
Molly
could
was
do without it.
easily afraid. like you had to think about it, and she was like, "Oh hell yeah, retire, no sex, bye."
That's not saying much for your performance, Tom.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
thing
good
that
run.
got her
Had a
to
good run.
stay was
Did I
that
just-
you were like, "No masturbating," and she was like, "Oh."
But what does that do for me? I grab my
I
work
mean-
lunchbox in the morning. I'm still going to work and no sex.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
you know what? She
you
keeps
can retire
Tom.
too then.
She keeps Tom around for his cooking.
And-
Facts.
Yeah,
I can
definitely
show-
not anything else.
I'm sure that's why my wife keeps me too.
Jeez.
Thanks for going
We have a
and
very
pointing that
specific
out.
set of skills.
Right.
Sometimes it can land hot chicks.
I'll tell you what, if she gave up sex, she wouldn't have to worry about limping anymore, Tom.
Yeah.
No more
That was
twisting
romance. How dare you?
You're gonna be limping tomorrow, Mo. All right, so the government says next Saturday, you get like a week. We're doing the purge, 24 hours. We're doing it. What's your strategy to survive it?
Me?
Yeah,
Just be me.
but people could be like coming around and shooting. Just be me. Just grab a mic and talk them
You're
down.
just gonna go about your normal day.
I mean, I'll probably hibernate. Like I'll probably just stay in bed all day.
That's a good day to stay in bed.
Barricade the doors.
Yeah. Although, nah, I'll participate.
He's thinking
Yeah?
of a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
neighbor. I
I'll
got
go
two
rock the
neighbors.
bells for
That's
sure.
what I'm doing. The one who called my snowblower cute, his head's going on a pike in the front yard to show the lady who runs over my lawn all the time what business I mean. That's how I'm starting the day.
He always offering to help, and he has
He
snowblowed
puts-
our stuff for us.
He put a note in our car windshield to buy our lawn,
Wow.
to buy our property.
Yeah, you got to assert dominance out of the gate.
You know,
He
we have
called
a
my
double.
snowblower cute.
We have a double lot. They wanted to purchase the other half.
So he doesn't have to turn around. He wanted to be able to drive in the back so he could go to his house without
Look,
having to turn around.
your mom's got her strategy down.
Stand in my doorway naked. They will run away.
Chanting Goldberg.
There's my mom. You can see a picture of her. Strategy?
It's my strategy. Freezer's full of meat. And...
It's just one day.
Oh, I was going to say, you want it, come get it.
Oh, no, it's 24 hours is a purge.
Just for the purge.
You gonna make it?
Oh, yeah. Good Lord.
So what do you mean by purge? I was
Purge
thinking
is there no crime is ill.
You've never seen those movies?
You can kill somebody in that 24 hours. Doesn't count.
all right, I get it.
What's the rule? What's the rule on like ownership and property and stuff?
Like if you steal their
Yeah.
car.
Whatever.
Shit.
I would think that there's no rules during that time.
Yeah, but
right?
when the time limit's up and you still got their car, is it now a crime? You got to give it back.
I don't know.
Why would you have to give it back if you purge them? It's yours now.
Oh,
You
I guess
can't-
that would be.
yes, their
There's a lot of
home.
laws going
Just
on.
go find the nicest house and then kill everybody in there. And then this is now my
That's
house.
my house.
Yeah.
How does the transfer of property work?
Yeah, like
I-
the bank isn't going to be like, okay, now you take over the mortgage.
Like mortgage.
As long as they get paid, they don't care.
Yeah, I suppose you got to be careful. Only purge people who have red doors, which means they paid off their mortgage. Ooh, people would stop painting their doors red.
Is
You
that
heard
what they do when they're paid off? They paint their doors red?
Yeah,
I
that means
wasn't aware of that. Is that what that means?
Yep.
It used to be in some.
Yeah. Used
Some
to be
people
a
still-
thing.
people still do it, and
do
like
it.
when you do, they'll say, "Hey, got to get a red door." It's all. But
What
you
about if people just have a red door when they buy the house? It has a red door, and it
Fucking
because the
posers.
person
Fraud.
before
Those are
them,
absolute
no,
frauds.
the people before them had paid it off, and then they
Right.
sold it to them. You got a red door.
you got to change it.
You have to change the door from red until you pay it off.
Yeah.
Tom, it
They
seems a
had any
little
respect for
ridiculous.
themselves.
If
Yeah.
they respect it. Oh, let's show people that we haven't paid anything. We
Exactly.
shouldn't have a door for the first year.
Show people
There's
we
no-
got money.
There's no equity there, so why just leave them?
Can you think of any other food that's better exploded besides corn? Have we tried to do any to explode other foods?
What do you mean explode? In the
Well, if you
microwave?
take corn and you explode it, you got popcorn,
Oh, okay.
and that's way better than a mouthful of corn.
Is Dippin'
But I
Dots
don't think-
exploded, or is it just so cold that it breaks off into separate
Ooh,
molecules?
cold exploded.
Cold explosion.
I don't think any other food acts like popcorn, does it?
No, I don't think
out.
so.
I thought pine cones exploded.
Yeah, I'm not
But
going to
it's
eat
not
pine
really
cones.
food.
Do you know that pine cones are like the highest source of vitamin C, and they've actually found old pirates and people that have died of scurvy next to pine trees, and they could have just made tea and lived.
Pine cone tea? That sounds awful.
If you're dying of scurvy, it'll save your life.
And if vitamin C is water
The
soluble,
pine-
if you boil it, it wouldn't. You lose a lot of that.
It'd be like drinking a gin and tonic for you.
The pine cone or the pine needles?
All pine, everything.
Well, you like in a salad, you'll get pine nuts or something like that, which are good. Where are they from? Are they from the pine
When
cone?
the hell did you have a salad?
Yeah, I do. Enjoy salads with a lot of other food.
Just to keep the system rolling.
His definition of a salad has tons of other stuff on it.
Shit,
too.
I ate
But
14
it's a
pounds
big
of cheese.
salad,
I better want a side salad.
Salad with a T-bone on it.
For the
No,
year.
but seriously, like pine
Yeah, they're
nuts.
from pine nuts are from
really.
pine cones.
They pull them out of pine cones.
You gotta
Yeah.
split them.
Okay.
They're soft. They're not all, but that's where they get them from.
Wonders for pesto.
Are you guys gonna try the new plant-based KFC chicken?
No.
Absolutely.
No, but the chorizo at what's
Chipotle.
it called?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. They yeah, I'm gonna eat that for sure.
The plant-based chorizo.
Yeah,
But-
because it's just sofritos. I think they just changed the name of the sofritos.
Okay.
Wasn't the sofritos? Wasn't that tofu?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, okay.
plant-based, right? Soy.
Soy.
So they just-
plant-based.
Well,
I
I don't
think-
have a problem with stuff made with tofu or plant-based stuff. I just think, for me personally, if I want like a burger or chicken, I want it to be a burger.
Burger or chicken.
Yeah, and when I
Yeah.
Yeah.
s-
Also, like if they're doing all this like plant-based, fake, all the things, why are we stopping at chicken?
You want plant-based crab meat?
Human.
Human?
Oh,
They-
Tom had a story on that actually.
Hell yeah.
Tofu, it's called.
oh,
They had a lab where they were synthesizing like human meat.
Serve it up. Let's go.
Really? Would you
Yeah.
eat it?
Here
Hell
we go.
yeah. I would eat a baby right now.
Oh my God.
Tom, you finally found your soulmate after all these
Yes,
years.
I would try human at a party if it was
I
just
would try,
out.
I would try human baby right now.
Oh, that would be.
What about if it was an older human like Betty White?
Yeah.
You went
Probably.
to
Betty
Betty.
White, that's expensive. I can't
It's-
afford
Wait,
Betty
it's
White.
chewy and
Didn't they say
gross.
vegan cannibals?
Vegan cannibals. It's lab-based meat that is completely the flavor. They had cannibals try it. Cannibals actually still big around the world.
So
But
it's
really?
plant-based, but it tastes like
It's tofu, but hufu. It is.
Dude, I'm gonna
hufu.
write a bit on that. I mean, I'm a cannibal, but I'm a vegan. That's fucking great.
Well,
Can't tell the
it
difference.
works in what's the
I know what you're saying about cannibalism because if
The
I smell a
ethos.
baby's head really hard, I feel like I'm getting powered up. Like
What
but
in the
that's
holy
not
hell?
wanting to eat it.
Don't you want to bite that cute little
Nobody's gonna
toes?
give you that
Not
toes.
hard. I don't want to eat them, but
Soul,
you do. You
life
get
out of
it's
all
so
this
cute,
life.
You want to bite it.
Oh.
It's true.
Look,
Yeah.
here's my question with this article.
Yes.
Where did they find the cannibals to participate in this study to
Hey,
see if
we
it
need a
tastes the
s- yeah,
same?
we need a study group. 100 cannibals
Right,
from
they just
all
put
over.
an ad out going, "Hey, if you've ever eaten human meat, like what? Who's going to answer to that?"
the girls from Yellow Jackets?
Are they cannibals? I've heard about that show. I haven't seen it. They cannibals?
I believe so, yeah.
It says countless hours of experimentation, description of from cannibals. So they're claiming they
Oh,
all
in
these cannibals described what human tastes like. So
they're
it's
saying they
Nah,
use
bullshit.
descriptions from
Yo.
books.
I want to try it and give me a baby.
blind and a blindfold.
Yep.
And if
Give me a baby that was raised on just like
Oh.
maple syrup and chocolate milk.
Neil,
is
Neil,
a
you're
dark
not
show.
representing the tribe well right now.
I'm representing my tribe.
Now we know what he's
Because
doing
people
to the
say
bird.
that about your tribe. You
Finding
know they eat babies, don't you? And then
I'll eat a baby. I'll eat a baby on camera. Let's go.
He's going on a spree for the purge.
Oh,
Oh boy, he's gonna
as
go.
long
on a
as you don't
baby
care about its
spree.
vaccination status, Facebook won't ban it.
Oh my goodness, that's great. Neil,
Talk about
do
it,
you
then
have
we get
any
a little
bits about eating a
vaccine
baby?
Right.
Well, I've talked about this before where like in an apocalypse,
Mhm.
which would you eat first? Your own dog or someone else's baby?
Oh, someone
Ooh.
else's baby, without a doubt. You're
Someone
right.
else's baby or mine?
It's a tough question. When you put ownership of the dog, it changes it for people.
Absolutely, it's
but
not
in a
even a choice to me.
Mhm.
in apocalypse, like the children are the future.
But they're
You're
also
eating the future.
they're also the ones that are going to get you murdered.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be eating
Well,
a
if it's
lot
a
as they
zombie
grow
apocalypse,
up.
you don't want a baby.
And a whole lifetime of eating, man. It's like, come on, man. They haven't been around that long. Let them.
Let it go.
First off, I just want to say I want to be taken away in the apocalypse. I want to be gone when all this nonsense happens. I don't want to be part of it.
But you got your hatchet and everything. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I want to lead a
do.
tribe.
Yeah.
I want to lead a tribe that murders everyone else's babies.
I want to
And
steal
then people gonna stop
the
having
horns
sex
from
for
the
fear that
January
Neil
6th
will
guy.
come.
Oh, God.
and
You
take
haven't run
man.
into that group in Walking Dead yet.
That
My
sounds
God.
like a plan.
They did
man.
run into cannibals though.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
did.
Terminus.
Terminus. Oh, we got a Walking Dead fan.
They did it. They did it smart though. They didn't like kill the person. They kept him alive and just chopped bits off.
All right, how would you prepare the baby?
Oh,
Oh, that's roast
Oh,
carrots,
come
apple in the
on.
mouth.
Oh, apple in the
no,
mouth.
no, like
Sous
shabu shabu, baby. Just like cut like a thin piece of meat off, put it like on a hot rock for a second.
Yeah, real thin slices.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be like,
I would sous vide it. for
hide
the
your babies
end
right
of
now,
baby
man. I'm ready to
possible.
go.
Just fall apart.
Sous vide?
Yeah.
I like the idea of a sous vide, but like I need color. I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be weirded out by
And people may like it well done or rare, so you got to have.
no.
I could give it a
Wait,
quick.
well
whip
done.
on the-
Who's
on the
making well
grill.
done?
Yeah,
No,
you just ruined the baby.
no, You're
Oh,
ruining the
no,
flavor.
just like a kiss of heat.
You should be. Yeah, you should be.
It's the
You should be.
I would try a baby burrito. I would do that.
Baby's got
No,
to be like
Shabu Shabu
getting
right
rare
there, hot rock.
wagyu. Just a
Boom.
quick flash.
Boy, we had off the rails now, man.
cow's leg
Neil has taken us
into
off the rails.
a
The
meat grinder.
like Wimpy from Popeye.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys got it all
Dog leg.
wrong. You guys are destroying the meat.
Oh my god.
The reason it's baby is because it's so like tender and like
Well,
no
we gotta
muscle
break our
development.
Yeah, juicy,
Cannibal
soft.
cherry.
It's gonna be like wagyu with like just the fat just running through it.
It just melts in your mouth, baby.
Yeah, once you get like once you get to like 3 years old, 4 years old, and it's like got some, then you cook it, then you make a burger or a sausage out of it. Yeah.
Or a
You
stew.
want to take it
baby?
right out of the mother
Oh
to the pit.
yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to eat the placenta though. Like, some people
That's
do,
supposed to
but
be
like
very
No,
good.
but I bet I have a feeling in my tribe we're gonna be doing like weird shit with the placenta.
Okay, they make placenta pate for everybody.
I saw that.
You've seen that?
I did. Yeah.
In Britain, raw placenta pate. I'm going to show this.
I don't like the
I don't-
direction that this show
We
is.
just let Neil steer the boat.
Yep.
This is where we went. Why do people eat placentas? Here we go. Which was really weird.
All right,
Yeah.
go back up. Look how delicious that baby looks. Go back up.
Oh,
Ah,
look, she's looking at it like she's hungry.
you
yeah.
pay more if they never open their eyes.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, it's almost like a veal.
That's it. Exactly like a veal.
So that's the placenta, which is
Ugh.
the size of the baby. It's weird. They put it in a trick or treat bowl when they're done.
Hey mom,
And-
what's for dinner? Baby liver and onions again? Oh, I'm sorry. That
With
looked
a
like a
nice
liver to me.
Chianti.
That looked like a liver.
Feel
Oh,
dirty.
Yeah.
keep him in the dark. Feed him nothing but breast milk,
Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk.
chocolate milk, and what else did you
Maple
say?
syrup. He said.
Maybe-
Will, you
Yeah.
got to break their legs so they can't even walk if they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, please forgive us.
I'm
Yeah.
going to hell.
How good, dude? How good does that sound right now?
Oh,
Mm.
I'm a
Just
little hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
Maple and chocolate infused baby meat.
Baby sausage, man. You just make it. Just
I'm telling you, man, you're wasting the meat if you make a sausage out of it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. He wants it pure. You might eat it like what do they call it? Where you don't even cook it.
Yes, I'm saying that little, just a kiss of heat, just a little,
Yeah, like a rare wagyu, like 1 minute.
like a
Sirius
tartar.
side.
How many
Tartar. That's
human
a
eggs would
baby
you need to make an
tartar.
omelet? Like,
Well, they're too small,
What?
right?
yeah, so
can't-
they're microscopic. You'd need
No.
like fish, like roll
Yeah.
Many.
No.
millions.
Oh, roll it up like sashimi.
Let's cut her open.
Some rice.
Well, women supposedly have all the eggs in there, so you can just siphon out piles his direction.
No, that is so
Bacon.
gross. You ever see him do that? Like the salmon roe
Harvest them.
harvesting? Oh,
We've made a salmon roe.
It was weird, but it wasn't bad. It just
Tom-
tastes like egg yolk.
Tom caught a coho salmon, and when he was filleting it, it had eggs.
Oh yeah, I've had that many
its stomach
times.
was full. So
The
we
way you
made-
cook it is just hot salt water, and then you leave it.
put it on crackers. It tasted like
man.
toasted eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
All right.
All right.
for Christmas.
Oh my god!
All right. We'll move into this real quick.
That was a great segment. It
Oh,
really-
that was awesome.
I think we learned a lot about Neil.
On a
Oh, you
scale
know.
of 1
You
to
knew. You knew. Nothing was surprising just now.
No, not a
I feel like
bit.
when we leave the studio, there's gonna be a mob outside.
And my Betty White joke was too dark at the beginning, you guys. Come on.
She's a delight.
I should do
You
the monologue.
started
in
it,
the middle.
man.
Everyone loves Betty White, and so you set the tone with the.
She gave us everything, though. It's not like you're shocked, Betty White.
What
died.
did we do in return? We gave her a booster.
I would have
that
liked to
killed her.
seen her make 100.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
seen what kind
We
of
all
party
would
they would have
have.
Yeah.
thrown.
Me too.
We all would have. We
Yeah,
should
that's
do
like
a full
ultimate
party for
jinx.
her.
She's the most marketable person on the planet, and you have not seen her in 2 years. I knew she was not going to make 100 because she would make so much money just saying Betty White wears Nikes or something.
What does it take to be like sainted? Because
I just wanted her to outlive the Queen, like America, you know?
We should still throw her a 100th birthday party, whether she's there or not. She deserves it.
Will.
Yeah.
they probably
Everyone just,
will
yeah.
in celebration.
everyone-
She probably would have wanted that too. Like she
She didn't want to fuss her whole life. She was, I think she's, if we want to do it, she'd be okay with
but
it. if
she'd
we
want us having like a
Fun.
good time. Yeah,
Yeah, she'd want everyone to sleep with a fat guy.
probably.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They asked her how was it going through menopause, and she said she had a chance to do it, and she said no thanks. And that was cute. I mean, she was very quick on her feet. I loved who didn't love Betty White. If you didn't love Betty White, you should be killed, and your baby should be eaten.
And
Your
if you want to eat Betty White, you got to eat B. Arthur first to get to Betty White. Eat your way through the
No.
Golden Girls.
Yeah, Betty White's the final boss.
Your mom says that she's sure we're all on a list now. We come on. We've been.
That's season 4, baby.
Thank you for being a friend.
Stephanie says hi. Hi,
I
Stephanie.
love Stephanie Hall.
I
All
love Betty White on Mary Tyler Moore, and then like a bunch of them died this year. Betty White, Ed Asner,
Yep.
Yeah.
Cast is
Phyllis.
now.
What's her name? Phyllis.
Diller?
No, her name was Phyllis on the show, but
Well, behind him, I'm Mary Tyler Moore.
you know,
I was
Yeah.
negative 14 when that.
and also Murray died. The guy that was the writer, and he's the Love Boat.
Gotcha. Tom watched Golden Girls.
Me too, with my grandma.
With
Yeah.
my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kicking and screaming until I liked it.
Yep. Remember, it was back to back. It was Golden Girls and then Empty Nest.
Yeah.
I watched it with my grandma every week
There you go.
growing up.
See, Betty White's in all our hearts,
Yep.
or ever. So, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? I have what the average men rate themselves out of 10 here.
Like just overall.
Yeah, in what regards?
Here we go.
Like fun to be around? I'm probably like a 10.2.
Attractiveness.
Attractiveness?
You say 10.2.
10.2 to be around.
As far as fun to be around? Yeah, I'm a blast.
Yeah, he's a riot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
5.9.
Looks,
No.
man, it just depends because it's like I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but like if I'm your cup of tea, I'm like exactly your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like no one's on the fence
Earl
about
Grey.
like big tattooed guys. You know what I mean?
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if a girl digs like big, hairy tattooed guys, like I have a very symmetrical face. You know?
And also, you're very pleasant to be around.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That ups you. You're higher than 5.9 then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's probably just because they're asking them to rate themselves, and no one wants to be that guy that goes, "Oh, I'm a 10."
I'll tell you, 40 years ago, I was
Alex will
solid
do it.
8 or 9. These days, I'm probably about a 5.9. I'll
I
put
would say-
myself right in there.
I'm a solid Midwestern 7 and a coastal 4.5 to 5.
Oh yeah, for sure, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Context matters.
I'm a New York 6. I'm an Oklahoma 8. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Hey man, put on a hat, cowboy hat. You can go up to a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say you can't go, like, if you're a 6, you can date a 5, 6, or 7. So you can't go more than one away from you.
That's
So I'm
bullshit.
hanging on to
Well, I
whatever
have-
it is. I'm one below.
That
have,
is
like,
bullshit.
No,
If
you're
you got
not.
a fat wallet, you can go all the way up.
I have a
Yeah,
I have a
can't. That's-
bit. I have like my favorite of my own bits
Mhm.
is like when dating out of your league, you have to like society has decided that if I want to date a hot girl, like I got to look for like a lazy eye or like a little claw hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did some good material off of
Yeah.
the woman. Like,
Yeah, like when I met her, like I was like, please have one arm.
Please be in a wheelchair. She's sitting.
Yeah, because like that's the only chance, for like a fat guy to date out of his league is she's got a disability. But that's not my fault. That's society. You know what I mean? Like if Molly's offended at that joke, she should start fucking more fat guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's on you guys. Like if you're offended at this, that's like you decided it. Like I don't want to have to look for like a claw hand. That's you.
so
Yeah.
what you're saying is she should fuck Tom more.
No, Molly has a 3-foot tail. You guys can't. It's the only reason I'm
I
with her.
thought I
You
saw
promised you would never tell
nagging.
anyone.
What?
Every morning I gotta clothespin it to her back and around, so nobody goes.
Down the other leg.
Yeah.
Just let it hang there. Like they'll think she's got some junk in the front. They won't hit on her, man.
Oh, geez.
Have we
everybody-
even been on the rails today? I mean, we have stayed off the rails. We are just,
Oh,
woo.
I did okay.
you did all right. Yeah. Hey, Twisted Dreams Film Festival, October 14th to the 16th. We got like 300 movies we gotta get in there. Lloyd Kaufman is going to be in person along with another headlining quality to be determined individual. We're kind of not wanting to book with the way shit's going right now and
Right.
spending the money up front, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey Neil, have you ever created any like shorts or anything like that? Because
Never done of sketches on YouTube. Yeah,
okay.
some editing stuff.
We're gonna throw up your page here, Neil. You've done a lot of things, and the one thing I want to ask you about right off the bat is you owned a brothel.
Good boy.
I like that reaction already.
Yeah.
Really?
So we ran an illegal poker club on Long Island, and we just once you're in that world, it's like easy to stay in that world.
Okay.
So we just same business model,
Okay.
the little spot.
Yeah, I can tell the statute of limitations hasn't passed yet, so I'll move along for you.
Got a gag order.
Well, just people are still alive that maybe owe money or owed money.
Okay. You can change Neil Ruebenstein if you want. We'll let it
No,
on.
I mean whatever. Like
They owe you money?
some people owe me money.
Oh,
But what can I do about it?
break some legs.
Yeah.
Send
Well,
Molly
he
in there with
was
your
a
tits.
bouncer. Did you bounce at the the establishment?
Did you test out the talent?
Jesus.
I was married at the time.
Okay,
So no.
so same question. No, we'll get the neilrubenstein.com. You got a couple podcasts out there.
Oh yeah, none of them do well or exist anymore.
Oh, they don't exist anymore?
Well, Want Beef I still try to do, and then I have now I have Neil Rubenstein Gets Worse, which is like
Oh, that's a new one?
yeah, but it's on the Does It Get Better link. I have to update it.
Yeah,
Tom, did you notice that he pronounced his last name Rubenstein?
I did. Yeah.
Did you notice that, Tom?
I I
All
will
right,
now
so
notice
it
that.
just kind of reminds me of my cousin Vinny when the guys kept calling him whatever Rothstein. And his name was Rothstein. So just
My
call
last
him
name is spelled
Rubenstein.
Klein, and it's Klein. So I go Stein because that's what I know.
It's EIN.
We
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
a lot of Ben Stein.
It's I before E,
I
not
don't, I don't
ST.
correct anybody. I don't correct anybody.
Ben Stein.
If you've heard me say it, that's fine, but I don't correct anybody.
I
It's
know. I
fine
just
like Rubenstein.
I like to correct Tom. That's my favorite thing to do.
It's Steen like Rubenstein.
All right. So what were you going to say about his website? That's pretty cool, man. You got a nice website.
Yeah.
Did you do that yourself?
Yeah.
YouTube channel here.
Squarespace.
Is that
I
neilrubenstein.com?
wonder just what
Oh, can you mind if I play this one for everyone? I kind of enjoyed it.
Sure.
While you
yeah.
were on with her, that's amazingly brave.
you make of this very last minute scramble of what we thought was going to proceed here with this relief bill.
Yeah, hey Rachel, thanks for having me on. I just don't understand why we're not printing more money. Like we have a printing plant, right, that prints money. Just run the machines a couple of extra hours each night, you know, and that'll create some jobs too, because there'll be extra hours to work at the printing at the printing place. You know what I mean? Just print more money. Print it.
That piece of reporting, and in fact, perhaps even that soundbite, will be, I promise you, used in a congressional hearing at some point in the future. Thank you very much for your time this evening. I really appreciate it.
just print more money. Just put in a couple more hours.
You weren't on her show. You just put that in. But
Yeah,
that was
right.
hilarious, man. Because some people believe that. They really just print more money. You have more money. Yeah, the money that you have is worth less the more you print.
Yep.
Inflation. That's how it works. It's
Exactly.
hilarious, dude. That was great.
I love it. Yeah, make sure you go subscribe to that and get more of Neil. Loving it.
Economics has escaped
Is that
many.
neilrubenstein.com?
It's neilrubenstein.com.
I'm fucked in the head right now.
Wait, I have to tell you. Go ahead.
I didn't see the .com after on the page there.
All right.
And then after I said it, I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm okay.
We did a World Series of Comedy thing down at the Punchline in Atlanta. And afterwards, we were meeting, and my son came down with his girlfriend to watch the show. And Neil walked by, and my son tell him, hey, that was a great set. And Neil stopped and looked at him and said, what's that supposed to mean? Neil, that's my son. He's legit. He really enjoyed your set. So obviously, you were very defensive about it. I thought you were gonna punch my son. I was like,
was it the finals?
no, it was. I think it was the night I performed. I think we performed the same night.
Because the finals did not go.
No, that didn't go well.
No, the finals at the Punchline. Yeah, I ate it.
You,
Hey, it happens.
That's it.
Nah, it's all right.
hey, you see, how'd we start this show with me, man? I don't.
Oh,
Sometimes it happens.
But you eat it every week.
Yes. People like watching.
Once or twice you haven't etten it by mistake, and it's been
By
great.
mistake.
And the one
Mistake,
time
I
Molly
accidentally-
forgot to take the mute off, and so that whole great set that you had.
yeah, it happened.
And you know what he did, Neil? He made her come on and say that she
You didn't make her
screwed up. He made her come
Didn't
on
make
the
her
air,
come. No, I didn't.
on the air and say that
yes.
she screwed it up, and then she had to tell his jokes
While I heckled her
while he heckled her
in my material.
with the material.
It was a good
he
bit.
wrote.
And something happened with the audio where we like lost it all, and
I think it's on our YouTube page, if I'm not mistaken.
it is.
But
That's
it's
so
like
kind
people
of
are going to
fun,
sit there and say, "How does Molly put up with these guys?" Like seriously,
I can
we don't
lick
know.
my eyebrows.
He's like, you're gonna read these jokes, and I'm gonna heckle you.
I felt bad for her because it's a mistake.
This
Just
is why
like
we
he's
can
doing
do
well.
all
It
of
was a
his
mistake.
accolades and awards here. Look at what this guy
Jesus.
has done.
Oh.
And the cinema, you
Stephanie says,
Sopranos.
print me a stack of money while you're at it.
30 Rock.
That's all
Wow.
background stuff or extras
It's
Twin
on
Biz
there.
with Dimitri Martin. That's great.
That one I actually still get royalty checks from. Important
Yeah.
things.
Oh, nice. Are they a lot of money or just
No, like 6 cents, 12
Oh,
cents.
okay. So it's like that Seinfeld. You got to sign all those checks, like 6 cents.
Yep.
You got to set up direct deposit for the 6 cent check.
Yeah. Just go directly to my bank account.
Because a stamp is more than 6 cents.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you get those checks. It's so funny.
Oh, I would be posting them. 6 cents.
I don't know. Like I don't say any of that stuff. Like when they bring you up or whatever, because it's just like confusing. You know what I mean? It's just like when you're like, oh, he's been on this, and then people like start to like think like, oh, I don't remember him from that, and they start thinking about it. It's like, yeah, you didn't see me on it. Like,
And they're missing your first joke because they're thinking about, did I see him on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had
And so
headliners.
yeah.
When I've hosted, I've had headliners that would have like it printed out. I want you to say this word for word.
Yeah.
And you're like, what a dick.
I like Andy, my buddy Andy Pitts. He's a comic from Connecticut. He like his credits are legit, but it's like Letterman and Leno and something else, maybe Jon Stewart. So he has you say like you may have seen him on Letterman, Leno, or some other thing that's been canceled.
That's great.
Would you like the way I do it? Like on HBO, NBC, Spike TV, that way?
I mean, that's fine. But again, it's like,
well, I'm learning too, so I want to know, like,
if anyone
go into that, or should
I don't know. For me, I don't know, because like if anyone is paying attention to that, they're gonna be like, I've never seen them. You know?
Yeah, but then they're not thinking about it if I just say they've seen you on HBO.
Oh yeah, maybe
The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Now
and then they could also think, you've changed. You got a beard now. Maybe I saw him and I didn't realize who he was. And
yeah, it was much younger.
That'll make them go look you up.
Well, yeah, they'll go look you up.
Subscribe to all your
channels. Then
channels.
they'll go to your website, Neil Ruebenstein, and then they'll see the shit that you're doing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they'll send you a tweet. Is it Rubenstein or Rubenstein? And you say, whatever.
Hopefully we cleared that up for the world today. Huh?
William likes to be.
How can I ask what he wants, do what he says, and still be wrong?
William likes
no, in my book, man, you nailed it. You nailed it. Yeah,
there you go. As long as the guest is happy.
Yeah,
what do you got coming up there, Neil?
Well, I'm supposed to be on tour right now with Motion City Soundtrack, but that got kicked down the road a bit. Hopefully that'll be in May or June.
Your tour dates. Yeah. Doesn't it suck when you got it set and then you got to maybe reschedule? Everybody did that with
that. Here's what, because people don't get it. Like, this is my job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically it went from 2 months of like solid, good paying work to not only nothing, but it cost me money to go find out that the tour was canceled.
May I interject with a question about that? How is it like opening for a rock band? Is it a different feel as opposed to going
awful?
Yeah, I was curious because
they're there for music.
Totally different vibe for what you're used to. So.
They want to rock.
Awful. It's really awful.
Yeah, I saw Jim Brewer open for Metallica, and I'm like, this is just, even though he does rock references, I'm like, this is not what I need right now.
Right. He's great, but I'm not here to see that.
Right.
What people don't really understand when you get down to the nuts and bolts of what a comedian sells, it's a calendar date. Mm-hmm. They have a date set. Now, if I come in and say, hey, Neil, I'm going to give you $1,000 more, you still got to honor the date you already set. Otherwise you're not going to get booked because you'll be like, just take that, unless it's like, but when you destroy the dates, you can't deal with the owner that says, hey, would you mind working with me? If we don't sell out, can we do no, man, because I don't know if somebody else is going to want that date who's not going to be putsy about the money like you. Do you want it for this price or not? That's all he can sell. And now that those dates are gone, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so like I can scramble and like put some dates together, but I'm not going to be making the money that I made, and I can't get the money back. You know what I mean? Like I flew to Chicago for the start of tour, and then tour never started.
Mhm.
So then I had
no.
to. So then I just had to sit in a hotel room that I can't afford, and then get back in an Uber and get back on a plane and go back home after a week of
So
like.
Yeah.
who called it off and then didn't tell you?
Well, it's not that they didn't call it off. So we were at the first show. I was in the dressing room. Catering was bringing up my rider, and then someone in the band tested positive for COVID.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I saw
So
the ads for
so
the
then it
tour.
was 3 shows got canceled, and it's like, all right, well, we're just gonna stay here in this expensive ass hotel in Chicago for 3 days while so and so gets better, and then we'll do the next batch of dates. 2 days later, someone else in the band gets COVID because we've all been hanging out in a bus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
So
someone
all
else
you
gets
can
COVID.
do
So it's like
is
now it's another 2 or 3 days. Now it's another 2 or 3 shows.
every morning.
And then when the third person got COVID on the 6th day, they were like, all right, this is not, now it's not even worth hanging on. Like, let's kick this down the road a couple of months when the Omicron thing goes away or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You
what
know.
happens if you're booked a couple of months down the road?
Well, this is
You know,
better opportunities. So hopefully the couple of dates that overlap, but that's like, okay, so but what if we think it's going to be May, June? So I don't book May, June.
Mhm.
Right. And then it doesn't
And
end
then
up
I
being
find
May,
out
June.
it's July, August.
And then you
Now
find
I
out
have to
it's
scramble
never happened.
another. Right now, it's another 2 months of work that I'm scrambling to put back together.
Yeah, but they should pay you. It's not
Who
your
should pay
fault.
me? Who should
Yeah.
pay me?
Well, there
Hey,
should be
you don't
some
get
kind of
insurance
contract,
on that.
right?
Who?
Isn't there a contract?
Yeah, with the club that if the show happens, I get money.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
on your rider, did you have tender baby in that?
Every green room.
I have baby meat. I have, yeah.
Now he's gonna look up the
Green
Hufu, though.
M&Ms.
He's gonna bring Hufu with him.
8.6 ounces of baby
That's great.
on every rider.
I guess my point is when comedians do get back out there, go see the live comedy and be
Yes.
ready to laugh because it's been hard the past couple of years.
Mhm.
Just even the stuff we've had to cancel and
Yeah.
nothing
I've
like
been
what you did, but
I've been on the road, pretty much since April. Like this is really my first huge
Step back.
time off. Yeah, because
and
it's
there's nothing
really
you can do. You just
there's
got to take it
nothing I
on the
can do.
chin, really, you know.
Yeah. And then like people who don't like people like close to you that don't get it
Mhm.
will be like, oh, well, why don't you just work at Amazon?
Yes.
It's like what what?
Because
Because I'm a stand-up comic. Because I have work coming up that I can't not do because of
hey,
Right.
Amazon, can I have off May and June?
like what?
Because
No, but not even. It's like Amazon. Can I have?
It's a very precise measure of infant. What if it's awful?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just so crazy. It's like, do you not like if a doctor had 2 months of his appointments canceled? Would you be like, oh, you should get a job at Amazon in the meantime?
Yeah,
No,
delay
you'd be like, all right,
months.
maybe he'll schedule a couple of more fucking appointments.
Yeah, and who's like if you apply somewhere and like, well, I'm gonna work for 2 months and then I'm gonna leave, they're gonna be like, well, I'm not hiring you then.
and training you
Yeah,
and getting
But
you.
it's also it's not going to be 2 months because like the back end of it, I'm already filling back in, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Stephanie says F those people who suggest
Yeah.
new jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I think the only, for you, for your schedule and for you can't start a new job. And then what if something else comes up, even in that time that you had off? You got to be able
Also,
to, I think Uber or something would be like the only thing that you'd be able to maybe do to,
You can do Uber.
you can set your own hours and you can,
Open up.
DoorDash.
It's got
I
experience.
mean, there's logistics that don't work. Like I don't have a Oklahoma City driver's license.
oh, yeah.
Then
yet.
they're gonna get in his car. Aren't you Ruebenstein? Rubenstein, get out.
Everybody
You're
out.
ruined.
But it's just like it's like Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's the only one that would make sense to maybe supplement a little bit. But even
Yeah,
that,
maybe.
it's taken away from time that you could be
But also,
working on
like,
setting up new gigs.
I did drive Uber for a little while, a couple of years back, like when I was still like struggling to make this work.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't really pay. Like the abuse you're putting on your car and the and like
Fuel.
gas and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like there'll be days where it's like I'll set aside like 4 or 5 hours to have done like Uber, let's say.
Yeah.
And it'll be like someone will want a ride to the airport. And like, so in New York, it would be like, I have to drive to the airport. I'm not allowed to pick people up at the airport because that's not
a shame. We can do it
You
here.
can't
We
pick
can
people
pick
up at the airport?
not in New York.
Really?
How do
Not
people
with,
get
like if
picked
you're
from
in
there?
Nassau, like if you're licensed in Nassau, you can't pick up in Queens. So I would drive people to the airport and then just have to drive back to Long Island in traffic. So it's like what I made $5.
Right.
And the
now
tolls,
and
it's nothing.
yeah, and it's like a half hour's worth of work or an hour's worth of
Yeah.
work. I'm like, yeah, for
Not worth
$5 an hour, that's a non-starter.
Yeah. I think in some places it works better where, you wouldn't have that kind of issue, but
Yeah, we don't have that
Yeah.
issue here. You can just take the freeway right to the airport, make a ton of money, and get out.
Yeah, but
I've sometimes
I don't have a driver's license here, so in
Oh.
order to change your Uber thing, even though it's like been 4 years or whatever,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just, you know what? It's a pain in the ass, and I don't want to do it. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
not
try and
going to
do
happen.
this.
I don't
Most
blame
people
you.
don't do things they don't want to do.
I was just saying that's probably the only option that's flexible enough to,
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just gonna try and tell jokes.
I wasn't saying that you should Uber. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Molly loves
Do this.
controlling men's lives, so get used to it. Now listen to her.
I've picked people up in Milwaukee and drove them to the airport in Chicago, which is some pretty sweet cash, but I can't pick anybody up in Chicago, just like Neil said, because I am not licensed to drive Uber in Chicago. I can bring them there, but I got to drive back for myself. So, and that's an hour and a half. And it's like, I made money, and then tolls and everything else and gas, it's not really that great.
Yeah, amortize that money over the 2 hours it took out of your life. And it's like, all right, well, is that really worth it? Plus, the wear and tear in your car or whatever, whatever happens. I don't know.
To spend 2 hours with a stranger in a car.
I love it too, because they'll see my profile and they'll say, oh, it says you're a comedian. Tell me a joke. I say,
my God.
No.
I'm not going to tell you a joke. Come and see the show. Come and see me. Go
Here's my
check my
card.
schedule. Yeah, come and see. I'm not going to do it. I'll give you $5. I'm not a dancing trained monkey. And then I tell them a joke to get the $5. I need the money. What am I going to say?
That's fantastic. All right, guys. Well, Neil, thank you for coming on today. I had a blast with you. Anything else you want to promote there? Will, you got stuff coming up, you guys?
No.
Yeah. Go ahead, Neil. You're the guest.
Just find me on subscribe to the YouTube for sure. Catch me on tour, please. I gotta actually take down all those Motion City dates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That looks like a big tour.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah, it
we'll
was a
go
big
back.
tour. 2 months.
Go here. He's gonna work that up for you.
Yeah.
Contrary, and I wish we would have got more into that, but
All right. Well,
We got
we
more time.
we do a second hour if you're willing to stick around. We'll do a second hour that's pre-recorded.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
all right.
Hey,
Premieres
let me say my gig I got coming up on the 29th. I'm headlining at a place called Cheers, and that is in Coleman, Wisconsin. It's north of Green Bay. Come out and see. It's gonna be great.
I
you say
can
it's
go to
called
that
Cheers?
one. I thought it was December 29th. It was January 29th.
January 29th. You can drive 2.5 hours up.
You were all weird on New Year's when I was like, "Hey, how'd the gig go?" And I was like, "I was a month early." I thought you were talking about that where you're headlining.
There you go, man. Well, come on up. Bring Molly along.
Well, maybe.
Neil, we did the World Series of Comedy in Vegas. We went down, all of us, and we did the podcast from the World Series. We were just there for a few days, but I think we're going to try to do the Minneapolis one where the whole group of us will be up there, and then we're going to do the whole week wherever the main event is, and we're going to interview as many comics as we can. And also Joe And next week we have Jason Rowland on, and we're going to be talking to someone who's taken World Series of Comedy. This is their first year. So then we'll just kind of give them an overview of it. It should be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'll have to have Joe on because Joe will see Jason was on. And I had them both on, but I had Jason come in as a surprise guest when we had Joe on. And then Joe was kind of insulted, like, why is he on my show? I said, because people like him. So I have to give Joe his deal too. You know, give him his time.
Give him his own.
Excellent. All right, Alex, thanks for stopping in. Neil, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil.
Ruebenstein.
Yeah.
All right, and remember, universe,
we're not good
not
enough.
good enough.
Ever.